What's up everybody, it's Charles. In this video we're going to talk about why the Mk4 R32 is actually a better car than the 2019 Golf R. This is going to be a super fun video. On paper, the Golf R is a better car in every way. More horsepower, more torque, better handling, more technology, better ABS, better traction control, all that good stuff. But that doesn't really tell the whole story. So today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why the Mk4 is actually a better car than the Mk7.5. First up is going to be the seats. While the seats in the Golf R are rather comfortable and nice and have the really cool R stitching, the R32 seats are light years better. The seat bolsters on the R, both in the backrest and the bottom, are quite a bit higher, holding you in the seat much better. The seat actually mimics what an actual race car seat is like. My seats in particular also have the cloth insert, which basically makes it like a two-tone seat. So to me, the seat looks a little bit cooler, the bolsters are higher and hold you in a little bit tighter. Those seats are very unique to the R32 only, and it does all that while retaining the heated seat function. Number 2 is the steering wheel. The steering wheel on the R32 has that big fat grip that makes it easy to hold. It makes it easy to handle and move your hands all around the wheel when you're doing something like autocrossing or in any other real high performance driving situation. In addition to that, it's a plain, clean steering wheel. The Golf R has, I think, 19 buttons on it, and that can get a little bit distracting while you're driving. Now, in a high performance situation, you're not messing with the cruise control or changing the radio station, but the 3-spoke wheel that the R32 has, to me, has a better feel in both daily driving and in high performance situations. Not only is the steering wheel overall a little bit fatter, but the hand reliefs are a little bit more defined. There are also some folks that don't really like the flat bottom steering wheel that the Golf R has. I actually like that. I think it's pretty cool. But overall, in a head-to-head competition, the R32 steering wheel is my favorite. Number 3 can be seen as a pro or a con. The R32 has less technology. Now, in certain cases like having CarPlay and not having CarPlay, I actually don't love that. But because there's less technology and less going on in the car, we can focus more on the road. We have that better connection with the road that a lot of people talk about with a manual transmission versus a DSG. In addition to that, we don't have features like driver assist or adaptive cruise control. We reduce the amount of technology, which a lot of times reduces the amount of potential issues the vehicle might have. Now, depending on what you're looking for out of the car, this may be a case where the Golf R actually does come out ahead because it does have a more advanced ABS system, traction control system, and a more advanced all-wheel drive. But from a pure driving standpoint, with minimal distractions, more of a connected feel to the road with the seat, with the steering wheel, and the lack of technology, the R32 can come out quite a bit further ahead than the Golf R. Number 4, and probably the biggest distinguishing factor, is the sound. The Golf R doesn't have much of a sound at all. Even though we do get the cool DSG pops out of this one, the R32 has that iconic VR6 sound that really is one of the best sounding engines ever made, and without a doubt, unchallenged, the best sounding VW Audi ever made. Now, the R32 here is not stock. It does have high flow cats, but other than that, it's totally stock. And that rumble, that growl, that connection with the sound of the car and the pedal and how much throttle you're giving it, and you're racking it all the way up to 6,700 RPM, it sounds amazing. These are the kind of experiences that, even though the Golf has more horsepower, even though on paper it's a 10,000 times better of a car, you can't really put that feeling, that experience, down on paper. Now, even if you modify this Golf R and change the exhaust and make it sound better, it'll never, ever, ever reach that level of awesome Wookiee noises that the R32 makes. In fact, the Wookiee noises may be one of the absolute best things, period, about the R32. Now, for number 5, this isn't something that's actually that big of a deal to me, but I know it is to most other Golf R and R32 enthusiasts, and that's the lack of a 2-door option in the Mk7, Mk7.5. In fact, the last two-door Golf R was model year 2013. Now, personally, I actually like the four-door option. It gives you great flexibility with dealing with someone in the back seat. I got a kiddo, so it's easy for her to get in and out. It makes the door shorter on a much wider car than the Mark IV was. And I don't think it really changes the overall look of the vehicle. Now, on the Mark IV, it was only available in two doors. And in fact, I do think that this car looks tons better as a two-door than it did as a four-door. Even though we never had the R32 as a four-door, we did have plenty of other Mark IV Golfs in that four-door option. And that one, to me, is no-brainer. The two-door looks so much better. So it makes me ask the question, if this was a VR6 six-speed manual two-door, would this one win out over the iconic R32? That's a great question to answer down in the comments below. And also, maybe we'll do a video on why this car is actually a better car than this one. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again next time.